Greetings, St. Luke's Outreach Committee. Just wanted to give you a quick report and send you a big thank you for your faithful support of our work here in Indianapolis. I'm reminded of how St. Paul oftentimes in his letters would take a moment to remind them that of his grateful heart for the ways that they have supported him in prayer and some with contributions. And so, in a similar way, as an apostle sent on mission to try to start a new work here in Indianapolis, I am just so grateful for your ongoing support. Um, uh, as you might imagine, things have changed a lot in the past few months with the COVID crisis. In the lockdown, we, like many of our churches here in the Anglican Diocese of the Great Lakes, went virtual in terms of our services. We were small enough that we could do a Zoom conference, so we kind of looked like the Brady Bunch, if those of you who remember that show, in our squares, sharing different parts of the evening office is what we did. We continued to meet at 3 o'clock. Our hope was to get started inside worship again back at the YMCA, but we haven't done that yet. On Pentecost Sunday, a couple weeks ago, we started to meet outside at one of our parishioners' homes who has a big old walnut tree out in the backyard. And fortunately, we all can gather under the walnut tree. So we've been having communion, though we've been using the appropriate self-contained elements. But down the road, we're hoping to return back to a normal rhythm, maybe even as soon as August, as the heat is starting to be a factor in terms of when we gather in the afternoons on Sunday. A final kind of point is that we would like your prayers. The outreach sort of efforts in terms of trying to meet new people and gather people for fellowship and parties and ministry opportunities, those of course have slowed down almost to a stop now of the COVID situation. And I'm hearing that from other of our church plants in the diocese that our worship thing is holding pretty steady, but it's really the outreach efforts that have been hindered. One way that we're kind of continuing our efforts in terms of outreach is that we've been working with Heather Gormley from South Bend, and she's connected us with a pastor from the Congo who is seeking asylum here in the United States due to persecution. And we have become a host church, and one of our parishioners has become a host family. His name is Pastor Willie. We already have fallen deeply in love with him, and I hope he with us as we try to come alongside him in this time. And it's added a whole new dimension to our little fellowship, and has, I think, stretching us as well as really being able to fulfill a mandate to come alongside those who would be strangers among us and really bless them. So that's what's going on at All Souls Anglican Church in Indianapolis, and we hope that we too might see you in person soon. May God bless. Bye now.